exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
It was an accident.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for—
No, I'll do better.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen.
Wait!
Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself!
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked,
Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill—
Overworked? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If Firmont can't handle the job—
But Firmont can do the job.
Monica, back inside, now!
Huh? But you said—
Just do as you're told, and not a—
Wow! What a horrible person! Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again. Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime. One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness.
I'm sorry.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her, or our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. And that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching, and...
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense now.
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone... And besides, I don't really think Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now.
Paimon will join you, 'cause this is...
Guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll make sure it's a proper feast. A really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's tavern. Her name is...
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to apologize. This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
All right. Since there's candy, Paimon...
Thank you for understanding. We'll make...
A little highly strung, huh?
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even...
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this.
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Come on! Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper. Find... Escoffier?
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll find Escoffier anyway. I'm tired already.
Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas.
There's a newsstand over there! Wanna grab a copy of the Steambird? We know our Fontanian friends love a little drama. There's no way they let their readers down. Isn't that Charlotte? And standing next to her, surely that can't be Kaniche?
How about Lost Treasure Research? Pretty shocking. Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss.
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Neuvillette was stabbed and gravely wounded? No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
Yeah, that! And also, a less than plus... What the heck was all that about a story of meat restaurant and the Udex getting stabbed? Please say you were... trading tabloid headlines?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most. Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing. If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is...
Huh? Him? Lenient? Oh, you gotta be kidding! Ah!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth. All I'm saying is, even the wildest leaps of the human imagination are always rooted in reality.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some basis in fact?
Sure they do. For instance, there wasn't, considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teacups being But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few ancient relics. Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
Oh, okay! Paimon was so busy freaking out about those headlines that she totally forgot.
It was a pretty open and shut case. In my testimony in court. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the case. I appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said...
Kaniche the speechless! Kaniche the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the Traveler instead?
that never stops, does she? Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That how thing that popped out before, or was it a how? It kind of looked like a how, but at the same time...
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was a how.
Huh? What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's what?
Could be.
Not acclimatizing?
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What do you mean?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a string. Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine City limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kaniche holds onto a how's tail, he'll be considered...
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a how wasn't too thrilled with the idea of... That said, it's pretty annoying how he keeps randomly popping up all of a sudden. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway. So I think it'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. If you're free, why don't you come along? I know where it is, so let me lead the way.
So these are the kind of headlines they're going for these days.
What's your risk of doing something rash? Full throttle! Rev the engines!
Ad Astra. Ad Astra Abyss.
Looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
Wow, this is awesome! Hard to believe it was just an
Yeah. It was still completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by on my way to testify at the Opera House. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, ta-da! But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away. Well, I can't believe you actually remember me. It's me, Lepine Pauline. That's right. Of course! How else would we have managed to build
Fantasyland?
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. A magic... I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick, but that really is the goal here. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontainian filmmaking, a place for all film...
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief. Sounds like you're sharing the cost this time, right?
Nope! I might be inviting others to help fund this, but that doesn't mean I haven't thrown...
Huh? You've got... Ha! Look at you, puny little humans. If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on!
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmo!
Wow! That's quite a nifty mecha you've got yourself there. You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Oh, no!
Mass production? Ugh, insolent, vulgar. I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind. And another thing. Smart is the I shall have you know that I am Kahula, forebear of ink.
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon.
Idiot meets idiot.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon, how have you been lately?
Hello there. I'm Kenichi.
What about me? What about me?
You'd think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street really...
He's not wrong. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's...
Oh, see that? Well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, Navia, don't you think the title Almighty Dragon Lord is a bit silly?
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves.
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that Fantasyland's gotten up and running in the space of a single night. Honestly, thank heavens! After all that paperwork and endless waiting, the event and venue finally got the... I couldn't wait a moment longer. The second the approval came through, I reached out to President Navia, hoping she could lend a hand. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such impulsive demands?
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lapine Pauline sometimes gets... I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet. In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's open to film enthusiasts from all over Teyvat. Miss Lapine Pauline is hosting...
Huh? Cheval Moran?
That's right. The one and only. After much persistence and many solicitations, I finally obtained... Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but she's also...
It's been a while since we last met, but still, it... By the way, Miss Lapine Pauline...
Not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a photographer's eye. Thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent various film...
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lapine Pauline, our resident, and as for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning, operation. For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lapine Pauline and I will provide the necessary technical and operation... By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part? It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with your skills, I'm sure you could bring something...
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to, say, throw in one of those fancy...
Well, as it happens, everyone needs to eat, whether they be tourists or the... So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the Look over there!
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right now.
She seems a bit busy right now.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make a How go be her assistant.
You little...
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here that
Apologies. Looks like it's back to work. Anyway, if you're interested in taking part...
Things have been looking really rough for Natlan lately. There are more and more commissions from the Adventurers Guild, and they're all related to the Abyss. Just waiting around won't do us any good. Let's go and...
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words. The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm getting? The ones that leave their guns behind by accident and then come back to collect them later.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't
Oh...
Wait, has that happened before?
No, it's just the mention of guns
Huh?
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, it didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had
Oh?
Do you think a foreign tourist?
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing... I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a mole. Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had several. Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Fanta. And, as it turned out...
Wow, that's a dangerous...
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan, aren't you?
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest in weaponry and the
Such a spoiled brat. What are the
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
You little... How dare you turn your nose up at my...
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah, do you recall what the gun looked...
It's a bit hard to describe. Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch. Something like this.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise.
Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing? I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but... And it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirm...
No, quite the opposite. The features are very... Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
I should be the one thanking you. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Besides,
Not at all. The buzz and excitement. Oh dear. I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun. Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like... Time is of the essence, so I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my... Perfect. Then we can head out right away. Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first, I can wait.
Oh,
Bro!
are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Auroran, what are you doing here?
Allow me to introduce you. Bro, meet Bro. A bro who heals other bro.
Ah, that bro. Nice to meet you, bro.
You guys.
Please, if Paimon hears the word bro.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Paimon. I had no idea you were allergic to bro talk. Quick, Aoife. Paimon needs medical intervention.
Seriously, bro. I mean, dude. Sometimes. And Kanich. Come on, brother. We've known each other for how.
It's quite hard to resist.
In that case, guess I'll have to introduce myself. Hey, traveler. I've heard a lot about you. I'm Aoife, a vet from the flower.
Oh no, not you too. Oh, that wasn't directed at you, Aoife.
Anyway, back on topic.
Why you're all here, of course.
For vegetables. I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland.
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not. Anyway, long story short, the festival...
So, you guys are...
He is. I'm just here. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe are worried.
Even though it's your first time, too.
Right. But they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were.
Wait, what? So I'm getting... See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough.
Meaning everyone looks after you.
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi, guys.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we are.
That's exactly what's got...
Aoife, there's nothing to worry... You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
You think that's what I'm working? Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku's...
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few...
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the...
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his...
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept...
Oh no, bro. Or rather...
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able... But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into the... I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down.
That one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku... I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would... As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not...
Not like it's my fault, though.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can... Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here. Like a panicked ant. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of...
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku.
For real now?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make light of something like that.
All right. Everyone's an awesome-saurus. But our priority right now should be to go and...
Leave it to us.
You sure? Wow.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple.
Wait, since when was that up?
Well, then it's your call.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I'll...
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to...
He won't.
Nothing new there. The first few days of every month are always noisy.
What's all that commotion?
No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no.
Bro!
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again. Oh, you know one another.
He's a friend! Yeah! A Saurian friend!
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted? I'm just about done with my business here.
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on... If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness. I take it there's been a further development?
That's right. Very perceptive.
So you've met Nervalette before? What was it that...
I've seen his photo in the papers. But as for this other gentleman...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Risley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Orin, please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need...
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business?
Oh, wow! Oh, no!
I believe he said... Or rather, I suppose he meant that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted?
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee Phantom to investigate right away. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Ridesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this gun's lost in...
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my...
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from? Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kukuku qualifies as a fly. And, following on from our conversation just now, drafting said agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kukuku. Excited?
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then, we'd better get going. No need to...
What's the situation? How bad is it? Oh, no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you...
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku... Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and...
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very much alive.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's Kakuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so yes, but there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so...
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Yay! Problem solved! All right, let's catch up another day.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Traveler, it's you! Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew? It's time, dear partner. As I mentioned, the park was started up by enthusiasts who brought in the Spina di Rosula to handle... Of course, enthusiasts aren't typically all-around experts. We, for our part, handle long-term operations...
Long-term operations? We spend most of our time adventuring, and we barely have any experience running a stall. Do you think we can handle this?
That's more like it. You've seen it all before, haven't you, partner? I'd even go... Anyway, first things first. Let's get an overview of how... As you can see, our Fantasyland's a bit like a sugar-free macaron right now. Several areas are still under construction. The Spina's only been able to hire a limited number of craftsmen. That's why I chose to adopt a time slot-based planning method. Upgrading facilities, expanding the venue, hiring staff. So, It's our job to allocate precious time slots in each business cycle to the most worthwhile tasks. As we attract more guests and earn money to add to our fund, which will allow us to divide each cycle into finer time slots, which will let us...
So we'll be limited in the decisions we can make, which means we have to use our limited actions, kind of like playing chess or cards. Paimon thinks she just about gets it. Yep, come on. You mentioned standardized strategy guides just now. Does that...
Of course. Film and entertainment mean different things to different people. If we're not careful, some visitors might wander off, and others might pick up dangerous props by mistake. To avoid confusion, we need to create a standardized strategy.
Wow, if we're the first ones to test out the but if we hit a tough spot, we'll just have to rely on our skills to carry us through.
Hopefully it goes without saying that I'd never put you in danger, partner. I also wanted you to experience the activities before anyone else gets to.
Oh, those are two things Navia is best at. Making people feel...
Great! Well, I can't wait to hear what you think. All right, then. Let's start with Eclectic Escapade. Both of you seem even more excited than before. Looks like your first try.
Paimon hasn't actually watched that many films, but after trying it out, she might just be hooked.
Great job, Paimon. They'd be beyond delighted to hear that visitors are curious. Some have even been willing to contribute extra funds out of their own pockets.
Out of their own pocket?
That's right. While the Spina di Rosula covers the cost of basic booth materials and rental fees, many fans, the cost of the booth itself isn't their main expense. Some of them take our official mascot, Sir Intendant Chevalmoran, for instance. She won Many people have expressed interest in designing cushions based on her image. Using the highest quality, these cushions will officially go on sale at the next convention alongside lots of similar products. Sounds irresistible, right? Plus, as Sir Intendant, after all, the fans are doing this voluntarily, not for The more Mora ends up in Farina's purse, the better Sir Intendant Chevalmoran's meals will.
Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that.
Still, we can't just ignore Mora completely. Whether it's fan creation, the same logic applies to the Chevalmoran film Fantasyland taken as a whole. Once we finish the standardized strategy guides, our attractions can officially be open to the public. But we can't take personal. There's plenty of work to do at the various booths. And the park itself is a work in progress. There's a recruitment section on the park's bulletin board. We've received many applications, and each candidate has their strength. Once assigned, the staff will keep the attractions running.
Wait, so we've suddenly gone from being playtesters to heads of human resources? That's definitely a first for us. Just don't hold everyone up to your own standards, okay? All right, time to review some resumes. Fingers crossed we'll get... Looks like this particular employee is really getting into their role.
You're both doing... In any case, with this, running a theme park is a long-term project. You won't make... We're just about done with our current work setup, so let's take a short break. Well, the numbers might not look that impressive. Building on this momentum, we must consider rolling out more to draw in the crowds. I've invited one of Fontaine's She'll be performing right here in the amusement park's
So, is the restaurant part of our business?
The restaurant is up to standard, and the waterside location will make for a unique dining experience. The beautiful scenic reflections in the water create a stunning backdrop, lifting diners' spirits and allowing them to truly savor their meals. Ingredients, check. Cooking utensils.
Hey there, Escoffier!
Oh, my employers are here. The president of the Spina di Rosula, plus the famous traveler and Paimon.
I'd say that if anyone here was overqualified, it would be...
I'm guessing you want the traveler to help me decide...
This is the business strategy I mentioned earlier. Using Escoffier's top-tier dishes to attract more visitors. But this isn't just about attracting visitors. Her culinary masterpieces will surely have other surprising effects. Just imagine, Paimon, if all you needed was a single ticket to enjoy all...
Then Paimon...
Now, here's the twist. To get the most out of this strategy, the menu can, based on research by a certain food branding consultant. Many restaurants have... So give me some inspiration every few business cycles, and I'll decide on our next theme dish. Now then, give me your hand. A warm and energetic feel. Your hands are calloused from wielding your sword, but still quite... A sword, then. The theme this time shall be strength. Alright, let's find out what strength looks like in gastronomical form. I've refined the sauce for these barbecue ribs. It's a richer flavor than the classic for the mint extract in the seasoning leaves a refreshing aftertaste. Perfect for but if you ask me, I'd say the artisans need these more than the guests.
The artisans?
As I'm sure you've noticed, this park isn't quite finished. A serving of these barbecue ribs should help the artisans replenish their strength much more quickly. As their bosses, you have an obligation to provide meals for them. So why not invite them to dine here? Who knows, the morale boost might even improve their productivity.
Oh? If I recall correctly, you once served up some... For several days after, the workers were all incredibly efficient. They'd finish 8 hours of work in just 5. And
then there's no time to lose. Go invite the artisans over while these ribs are still...
That's a great idea! You really looks like these themed dishes are gonna make a huge difference after all. The artisans are pumped and ready to roll thanks to that themed dish.
And perfect timing, too. Let's take this chance to take the facilities of our eclectic escapades to the next level.
We should be able to attract more customers by upgrading the stall, don't you think?
That's right. Based on my business experience with the Spina di Rosula, I've quantified the service value to... An attraction will reach its ideal revenue only when its service value meets... When that happens, we can deploy more capable employees or invest funds in training. Whew, that should be everything.
Huh? Have we... thinking about it, we have learned quite a lot, haven't we?
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't say I taught you much. I imagine long-term operations sounded like a scary... But don't let that scare you. Just break things down into smaller steps and tackle them one at...
Whoa, seeing your own progress has really got Paimon fired up! From here on out, we'll be running the Cheval Moran films... It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should be over by now. Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kakuku's doing.
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley. Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below. Many insects have a compulsion. Follow the light. And humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
That unique aroma. I wonder how you'll inspire my... Alright then, I'll just go... That unique aroma. Alright then, I'll just go.
Welcome to Ballet Mermoni.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing to.
Extra fee for that.